How's it going, guys? I hope you guys had a great week. So I'm back today with a new video. Again, this is videos I planned over a couple of months and just haven't had time until right now to upload for you. I did have a thought about two possible videos talking about gaming genres that I love and gaming genres that I don't really love, that I kind of bounce off of and really don't enjoy. So today, unfortunately, is a bit of a negative one, but today I'm going to talk about 5 gaming genres that I don't enjoy, that I it's not that I hate them, but they're not my natural kind of playing state, and I tend to sort of bounce off of them, or a lot of the games I've tried in this genre I haven't beaten, I haven't completed because just something about it I didn't enjoy and I ended up jumping out or dropping off. But I wanted to share this with you because I don't know, I thought you guys might be interested, I thought you might find it interesting, and I thought we could get a discussion going talking about gaming genres that we love and gaming genres that we hate and why that might be the case. Of course, this is just my view, this is just my opinion. There might be genres in here that you absolutely love, and that's great, fantastic. Everybody likes and dislikes what they like or dislike. That's your own choice, that's your own view, and that's totally valid, you know. And if you love these genres, then all the more respect to you. I really do respect you, because I find some of these genres quite hard myself. But yeah, so just, you know, this isn't personal, this is just me sharing my thoughts on the gaming genres that I don't enjoy. I am not attacking you in any way, shape or form, so please don't take this the wrong way. But these are 5 gaming genres that I don't enjoy. The first one I want to talk about is Souls-like games. Now, I've tried many different Souls-like games. I played Elden Ring. I would consider Stellar Blade a Souls-like game. I've played lots of Souls-likes. I'm actually very interested. I checked out the new Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is a Souls-like game as well. The only game I actually completed in that was Stellar Blade, and for me that's because it wasn't punishing Souls-like. And I think one of the reasons that I kind of bounce off of this is, one, Souls-like games are hard. They are hard, they definitely are, and I find them quite stressful to actually play, and they actually make me feel quite anxious. If I have to go up against a boss, and if I'm constantly dying, which you will constantly die in a Souls-like game, I don't like dying in games. I get quite anxious, I get quite stressful, my hands get sweaty, sometimes the adrenaline will kick in and my hands will start shaking, and it's just not a very comfortable position for me to be in. I'm not one of those players where I can keep batting my head against a wall until I beat something, right? I get why people enjoy them. I get why people love Souls-like games, because obviously it's that sense of accomplishment, that sense of I did it, you know, I learned that enemy's moves and I beat them, you know, and that's got to be a right adrenaline rush. I fully understand why people love Souls-like games, but for me, I play games as a way to de-stress, as a way to enjoy myself, and as an escape, you know, from the stresses of real life. And so when I'm playing a game, generally speaking, I don't want to be in a stressful situation. It's why I don't really play multiplayer games very much. I'm not a big fan of PvP games similar to Souls-like, and that's because, like I say, I just don't find them enjoyable. Stellar Blade is the exception to this. I don't know why. I loved that game and really enjoyed it, but I did really enjoy it, and I would class Stellar Blade as a Souls-like game, but maybe it was less punishing and therefore I enjoyed it a lot more. But yeah, I haven't beaten Elden Ring. I've played maybe, I don't know, 15-20 hours of it. I haven't progressed very far in it because I don't know why, but I think I just bounce off of them. I always look at them and I can always go, God, that looks fantastic, right? Like, I really want to play Lies of P. I really do want to play it, and because I love the setting, I love the idea of it, but I know I'm going to bounce off of it. and so yeah, so I've come to terms with, like, the fact I just shouldn't buy a Souls-like game because I'm probably not going to beat it, you know. I played Sekiro and really enjoyed the little bits of it I played, but again, once you get to those hard bosses, I just bounced right off of it. And then the whole, like, you die and you lose everything, right? Like, I can't be doing that. as well, and that also stresses me out, which leads me into the second genre that I don't really enjoy, which is roguelike games. I haven't played Dead Cells, I haven't played Hades or Hades 2, even though the games are visually stunning and I'm very interested in them, and Hades is like Greek mythology, which is right up my street, but I never really gel with roguelike games. And I think the reason for that is that constant, like, as you're progressing, like, you die and then you lose everything, and then you have to replay the same levels, right, the same bosses. And it's that I don't like things that are constantly repetitive. I get bored with that. I get bored very easily if you've got to rehash and re-go over the same areas. I'm not generally a big fan of that, but I'm a loot hoarder. I am. So the whole, I'm going to lose all my gear, I'm going to lose everything and have to start from fresh again, I also really, really don't like that. So like, yeah, like, so I don't know why, but roguelikes are another one that I generally don't enjoy, because of those two things, which is the repetitive, having to replay back through multiple levels again and again and again, and then two, losing everything. Like, I just can't. I'm too much of a loot hoarder. I would hate that. The third genre that I don't really enjoy, I have dabbled in, and I've even streamed this genre for you guys before, but that is survival horror. I respect people that can play survival horror, that especially people that can stream it. The fact that Edge streamed all of the Resident Evils, like Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7 especially, because it's first person survival horror, which for me is like the worst of the survival horrors. But yeah, like I don't know why, but I played some of Alan Wake 2 but haven't completed it. I started Resident Evil 4 but had to stop due to motion sickness. The survival horror, like horror as a genre, is really not my thing. It really is not my thing. And I played Dead Space on stream and kind of enjoyed it, but also found it incredibly stressful. And that's because I scare really easily. Even watching horror movies is something I generally kind of veer away from. I have watched some things, like I watched the Alien movies obviously, and I've seen some things like Halloween and different things, but generally speaking I kind of veer away from horror. I don't like being scared. I don't enjoy being scared. I guess I'm a coward in that way. But yeah, so like the fact that like you're constantly scared, like all the thing, and it's often they're gruesome, really gruesome, and lots of jump scares and things like that. But then also what adds the fear to that is the whole like resource management. So often survival horror games have limited resources, limited ammo, so you're stressing and panicking about like not dying, and then you're stressing and panicking about like running out of ammo, because if you run out of ammo you will die. And then often the controls are not, you know, the enemy will sway or something, so you'll miss shots and things like that. Man, it's just a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress, a lot of fear, a lot of adrenaline. It's not why I play games. And then doing it on stream is like the next level of fear, of stress, because you're playing for the public, right? And you know, people are going to watch you play and they're going to have their own opinions and things like that. So I'm okay with like, I think story, like survival, story horror. So like the you know, Until Dawn, like I'm okay with that kind of stuff, because it is just a scary story and you just make sort of decisions and button prompts and things, but there's not too much like survival elements of it. So I probably would be okay with that sort of horror, where it's just, you know, very simple kind of thing. But yes, survival horror, I respect people that, you know, I'm probably not going to play Resident Evil Requiem. I will, it's weird because I enjoy watching people play survival horror. I could happily watch someone stream a survival horror game, no problem, right? But when it comes to me doing it, absolutely not. So I think if I'm gonna like play or experience or get to see survival horror games, I'm gonna have to watch Dante play it, or I'm gonna have to watch someone else on stream play it, because I never finish them. I always, I start them because I'm like, maybe it's this time, maybe this will be the exception, and no, it never is. So yeah, that's another genre that I kind of don't really enjoy. The fourth one is RTSs, so real-time strategy games. I don't enjoy them. I've tried them before and I've played a few in the past, but I find them really tricky, and oftentimes they're mostly PC, and obviously keyboard and mouse. But for me, real-time strategy, I find them like really complicated, and there's just too much stuff going on screen, and you have to make really quick decisions, right? Everything's in real time, so you've got to make really quick strategic decisions about where to move troops and where to defend and where to attack and all of that kind of thing. And generally speaking, often I prefer to take my time making decisions. Even in games, I don't like to feel rushed or hurried when I'm playing a game. So I don't enjoy things that are like timed based, right? So you've got like 30 seconds to get from A to B or something like that, or like really difficult platforming sections where it's all timed and it's very stressful. I don't like anything like that. So for me, RTS is like that dialed up, right? Because it is timed, and if you don't make the right choices, you could like just fail and all your army dies or whatever. So yeah, RTS is not really my thing. I'm not really interested in that genre, and don't really enjoy playing them. The fifth and final genre that I really don't enjoy is pretty much all mostly PvP multiplayer, especially battle royale. I really hate battle royale. I don't like it at all, because you'll often get like the really strong, like, people online that know all of the spawn points, know where to go. Battle royale is like the hardest of multiplayer, because obviously you land with nothing. You have to quickly grab resources and ammo and weapons, kill other players as the map shrinks, until you're sort of in the final two. And I don't like them. I think I just don't like PvP in general, because for me, I've never had really good experiences with PvP. Often my experiences with PvP, whether it's Call of Duty or Battlefront or whatever, oftentimes, like, I don't know, I think it like just brings out the worst in people sometimes. Your spawn campers, your snipers from a distance, you barely get to move 2 feet, before you're shot in the head and you're killed. It's even worse in Battle Royale, because if you die, you then have to wait, right? And either until the end of the match, or you just spawn into another game. So yeah, I don't really like PvP. I like PvE a lot. I'm a huge PvE like cooperative player. I love team-based multiplayer. So that's probably why I love the Mass Effect multiplayer. That's probably why I love like Borderlands as much as I do. I even enjoy Destiny more because it's cooperative. Yes, I've played the PvP, and I've played, I've played lots, Crucible and different things, and yeah, okay, I've enjoyed it occasionally, but actually it's not my preferred way of playing multiplayer. I'm not a big PvP kind of thing, and I it's weird, because you think I'm super competitive, so you think I would be really into that, but I think as I've gotten older, yeah, I've definitely become like less competitive when it comes to video games, and more about experiencing like a great world, great story, good gameplay, or just having fun with my friends, like all relaxed and having a joke. So yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me, because often you get a lot of annoying people in chat and stuff, and they're just throwing abuse at each other, and like I just find it really juvenile and negative, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. So I think that's probably why I bounce off of PvP, and I don't really play PvP games anymore, because it's not my favorite kind of genre. So those are 5 gaming genres that I don't enjoy, I would say, for you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do any of you guys love these genres? And please tell me why you love them and some of your favorite games in these genres. And do any of you share any of these with me, or are there any genres I haven't mentioned here that you really don't enjoy? Please do share those thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, obviously, and staying until the end of the video. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, subscribe as always to support the channel. But yeah, hope you guys have a great week. Of course, take care, and as always, happy gaming. I should go.